Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a human named Sarah who had just started her new job as a human resources manager in a large corporation. One of the first things she was tasked with was conducting personality assessment on all the employees using the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI. The MBTI is a personality inventory that categorizes individuals into one of 16 different personality types based on their preferences in 4 different areas: extroversion versus introversion, sensing versus intuition, thinking versus feeling, and judging versus perceiving. Sarah had never used the MBTI before, but she was eager to learn about it and see how it could help her in her job. She spent hours studying the different personality types and analyzing the results of the assessment. As she began to go through the results, Sarah realized that the MBTI was a powerful tool for understanding and managing different personality in the workplace. She found that employees with similar personality type tended to work well together and had similar communication styles, which made it easier for them to collaborate and achieve common goals. She also noticed that some employees had personality types that were better suited to certain tasks and job functions. For example, people with a preference for extroversion tended to excel in roles that required public speaking or networking, while those with a preference for introversion were better suited to jobs that required deep concentration and attention to details. As Sarah continued to work with the MBTI, she began to see how it could be used to improve workplace communication and foster a more positive and productive environment. She used the insight from the assessment to help employees better understand themselves and each other, which helped to minimize conflict and improve team dynamics. In the end, Sarah realized that the MBTI was much more than just a personality inventory. It was a powerful tool for understanding and managing people, and it had the potential to transform the workplace into a more positive and productive environment. Sarah continued to use the MBTI in her job and found that it helped her in many different ways. For example, when it came time to create new teams, she was able to use the result of the assessment to create a group of people with complementary personality types. This led to better communication and collaboration and ultimately better results for the company. One day, Sarah was approached by an employee who had taken the MBTI assessment and was disappointed with the result. The employee felt that the assessment did not accurately represent their personality and was concerned that their result would negatively impact their career prospects. Sarah took the time to sit down with the employee and talk through their concern. She explained that the MBTI was just one tool for understanding personality and that it was important to consider the results in the context of employee individual experiences and preferences. Together, they were able to come up with a plan to use the employees' strengths and preference in a way that would help them excel in their current role. The employee was grateful for Sarah's support and felt more confident in their ability to succeed. Over time, Sarah became known as an expert in using the MBTI to improve workplace dynamic. She was asked to speak at conferences and workshops on the topic, and she even began to offer training sessions to other HR managers who were interested in learning more about the tool. Through her work with the MBTI, Sarah was able to make a real difference in the workplace. She helped employees understand themselves and each other better, which led to better communication, strong teams, and ultimately better business results, and all because of a simple personality inventory. As Sarah's reputation grew, she was approached by other companies and organizations who were interested in using the MBTI to improve their own workplace dynamic. She began to work with this company, offering consulting service and helping them to understand how to use the MBTI to its fullest potential. In one particular company, Sarah was called in to help a team that was experiencing a lot of conflict and tension. The team members had very different personalities and communication styles, which had led to misunderstanding and hurt feelings. Sarah used the MBTI to help the team members understand each other better and appreciate each other's strengths. Through a series of team-building exercise and coaching sessions, Sarah was able to help the team members develop better communication skills and work more effectively together. By the end of the project, the team had become much more cohesive and productive, and their conflict had largely disappeared. Words of Sarah's success spread, and she began to receive requests from all over the country. She started her own consulting firm and began to train other consultants to use the MBTI in the same way that she had. Sarah became a recognized expert in the field and was invited to speak at conferences all over the world. Through it all, Sarah remained humble and focused on her goal of helping people. She knew that the MBTI was just a tool and that it was a passion for helping others that made her work so effective. As Sarah continued to work with the MBTI, she began to discover new insight and application for the tool. She found that it could be used to help people in all aspects of their life, from personal relationship to career development. Sarah felt that she had truly found her calling and was grateful for the opportunity to make a positive impact in the world. In the end, Sarah's story served as a reminder of the power of personality assessment like the MBTI. By understanding ourselves and others better, we can build stronger relationships, work more effectively in teams, and achieve greater success in all areas of our life.
The Myers-Briggs Type Indicator is a personality test that has become widely used in many areas of life, from education and career counseling to personal growth and self-awareness. The MBTI was developed by Catherine Cook Briggs and her daughter Isabel Briggs Myers, who were inspired by the work of Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung. Jung theories about psychological types and his concept of archetype provide the foundation for the MBTI. Briggs and Myers believed that by categorizing people into distinct personality types, they should help individuals better understand themselves and their interaction with others. To develop the test, Briggs and Myers studied thousands of people and identified 4 determinants of personality traits. The first determinant is extraversion versus introversion, which describe how people gain energy and focus their attention. The second determinant is sensing versus intuition, which describe how people process information. The third determinant is thinking versus feeling, which describe how people make decisions. The fourth determinant is judging versus perceiving, which describe how people approach the outside world. By combining these determinants, Briggs and Myers created 16 distinct personality types, each with its own unique combination of traits. The MBTI assesses individuals on each of these determinants and provides a 4-letter code to describe their personality test. Since its development in the 1940s, the MBTI has been widely used in many different settings. It has been used in career counseling to help individuals identify jobs that match their personality types, and in education to help teachers better understand their student learning style. The test has also been used in personal growth and self-awareness, helping individuals to better understand their strengths and weaknesses and to improve their communication and relationship with others. The MBTI used 4 determinants or personality traits to categorize people into 16 distinct personality types. The MBTI measures individuals on each of these determinants and provide a 4-letter code to describe their personality types. This code can be used to help individuals identify their strengths and weaknesses, find jobs that match their personality types, improve their communication and relationship with others. However, the MBTI measurement method came under scrutiny. Critics argue that the test lacked scientific rigor and was based on outdated theories on personality. They also pointed out that the test relied on self-reported data, which should be influenced by the test taker mood or environment at the time of the test. Additionally, some critics argue that the 16 personality types created by the MBI were too simplistic and did not accurately reflect the complexity of human personality. The MBTI assessment and related tools can be valuable resource for individuals to better understand themselves and others. By providing insight into personality type and preference, the MBTI can help individuals to improve their communication, relationship, and overall quality of life. MBTI was designed to be a user-friendly tool that should be easily administered and interpreted by professionals in various fields, including career counseling, education, and personal development. The MBTI test itself was a simple questionnaire consisting of multiple choice questions that asked individuals about their preference and tendency in various situations. The test was designed to be completed in about 30 minutes and scored by a professional who had been trained in interpreting the result. In addition to the test, the MBTI provides a range of tools to help individuals and professionals use the result to gain insight into personality type and improve personal and professional relationships. These tools include workshops, books, and training programs that were designed to help people learn more about their personality type and how it affected their life and relationship. Over time, the MBTI tool evolved to include online assessment, smartphone apps, and virtual workshops that should be accessed from anywhere in the world. The MBTI also partnered with various organizations to provide specialized tools for different industries and professions.